How's everybody doing tonight? My name is Jake. I'm your host and commissioner of Tubbs. Sitting to my left is Chuck West, our co-host.
We're back.
Yeah, we are back. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it, Chuck?
Yeah. Figured that would kind of happen once GTO started and just gotten busier.
Yeah. Had a couple tournaments over the last couple weeks, and I actually went on a car cruise with a Tulsa Performance Club. Recently got a Camaro, so that was kind of cool.
And it's just tons of tournaments like left and right.
Yeah. This time of year is kind of big with tournaments, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's even just more. As I said, I still think whenever we didn't have bowling for a couple of months during the lockdown, it's just everybody's wanted back in the blood, and everybody's wanting to do it as much as possible.
Yeah. Get situated here. We recently had to halt our competition with our club. The reason we did that was because we've had several members come up with positive tests. Don't really want to go too much into who or what, why, none of that stuff. But that is why we shut down. We're going to shut down for 2 weeks, let everybody reset, get back to normal. When I say reset, that doesn't mean everything's going to reset. Everything from October will move over. So points-wise, position-wise, the whole bit will move over. Your dues that are due will actually be due in November instead of October. Those of you who paid for October, it will be moved over to November, so you won't owe for November.
Okay.
We've had a pretty positive reaction to that. I've had a couple that expressed their dislike for that, but I think overall, it was a good choice.
Everyone be safe, be careful.
Yeah, that's the main thing is trying to keep everybody safe. We don't want any kind of spread of anything bad going on. We're gonna go ahead and go through some news, see what we got. Right now, we got the rankings. Blue team. Teddy just took over number 1 from AJ a couple weeks ago or last week or something like that.
New number 1.
Yeah. Fresh meat. AJ's held on to it for a while now. Several months. So that was pretty exciting to see somebody new.
Yeah, there's been a lot of mixing up lately.
FYI, Teddy, we have not seen your post with picture and alcohol. That has been the thing to do when you get a new title is that you take a picture drinking a beer or something like that with it. I can understand if you don't drink. Get a soda or something. I don't know. But that's been kind of the tradition so far, started by AJ.
Yes, classic.
AJ and then Josh Eastham. And I don't know if Rodney's done it either, actually. I think Rodney needs to get a picture in there, too.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Yeah. He's held on to it for a while now, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Jeffy Craddock, he's jumped up the list. He's number 3. You got Richard at number 4. He's also jumped up the list. Jordan, he's sitting around that 5 spot. He's been there for a while now. We got Lance at number 6. Russell Huffman at number 7. Freight Train team captain at number 8. Scott Bender at number 9. And James Luff, who just defeated me for my number 10 tag, is at number 10.
Yeah, I was wondering, where's Jake?
Yeah, no, I got beat. I'm out. I'm in the pool, as they like to call it, the unranked pool, which I'm fine with. I have a hard time wanting to compete in this because I'm running it. It's hard for me to run it and want to strategize, if that makes sense.
Totally.
It's a lot of work. I've actually contemplated just stepping away from competing in it altogether and just running it, which wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm actually surprised you haven't, but,
yeah.
You know, I mean, it's also at the same time you want to bowl.
Yeah, and we'll keep involved. I don't know. I'm not for or against either way. It didn't matter either way. I'll probably just sit around, and if someone wants to challenge me, then they can challenge me. But I probably won't challenge anybody. I'll just keep paying my money in. Let's see, Team Black. We got Rodney, number 1. Team Captain Tanner, the hairstylist Simmons. I know he hates that, so I keep calling him that. That's why I keep calling him that, because he hates it. That or Teen Wolf.
Now Pro Shop guy.
Wayner the Great. That's a good one. I've got several nicknames for Tanner.
Yeah, there's tons.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go all day.
Oh, yeah. So he's at number 2. Noah just defeated Avery on Friday for number 3. Got Justin Barrett, number 4. Russ Word, number 5. Ron Phillips, number 6. Kenneth Pearson, number 7. Jared Hoover at number 8. Avery at number 9. And Chad Leonard rounds out the top 10 for the Team Black. Not too much movement on their team lately. They're pretty solid. I will say, though, if you do not have the right tag, or if you have a tag that is not yours, please try to get it to me within the next 2 weeks. I want to get that situated before we start back up. I know we've had some issues with, since we had the trades from team to team, we've had a little issue getting everybody their right tags and everything. So just message me. I would like to get it fixed before we start back up. Just try to shoot me a message, something, and we'll get it worked out. All right. Let's see. Top members in points. Scott Bender has been busy. He's sitting at the top. I think that says 18, doesn't it? 18 points.
Looks like it.
Rodney Z's at number 2 with 15. Or is that 12? I can't read it. That's a long list. Anyway, so Rodney and Tanner's tied for number 2. You got Jared Hoover, Jeff McCraddock, Teddy. They're all tied for 4th. James Luff, Kenneth Pearson's up there. AJ Nowak is up there. Ron Phillips is getting up there. And then Avery rounds out the top 10. Some guys are putting in some work this last month.
Work, bowling, traveling, all the houses.
Especially with a lot of leagues going on right now. It's easier to get some challenges in during league and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's always nice. All right. Let's see how many people can actually challenge up. You, sir, are the only one with 2 wins right now that can challenge up.
Why just me?
You're asking the wrong dude.
Huh.
You're asking everybody else that. Sounds like there's a lot of guys and gals out there that need to get busy.
Yeah.
Unless I have something wrong. If you think I am wrong on your record or anything, you can dispute it with me. Just message me. I have a hard time keeping up with it somewhat. That's going to change, though, when I start switching around the rules. I'm going to try to basically throw out the rules that we have right now and redo it. When I created this and I started the rules, it was for a smaller batch of people. Now that we're having 45 plus people in this thing, the rules need to be revisited and redone and set up accordingly. With that being said, that'll take place within the next 2 weeks, and we'll have it set up and ready to go for November 5th, hopefully.
Yes.
Another thing with that too is the managers of each team will take more responsibility in what's going on. Hopefully, take a little bit less off of me so that I can keep, I can start doing events and stuff like that. I'd love to do. See, the poll I put out the other day was for if we wanted to keep a monthly thing going or do a weekly competition. Now, for those of you that voted because I didn't really explain the weekly thing very well, if we went to that, what would happen is you would have till Wednesday or Thursday to sign up. We would do a podcast like we're doing right now, and we would pull names out of hats for the positions on the bracket. We would probably stick to around 32 people. I know that's less than what we have right now, but that's kind of an even bracket. 2 sides, 16 on each.
Right.
And if you go a little more than that, then it's going to be hard to get it all done in one night. What it would be is 2 game totals or, two game matches, and then a one ball roll off if there's a tie, that kind of thing, something like that. But during the podcast, we would basically draw the bracket out, talk about each match, what was going on, that kind of thing, and then Sunday night we'd actually have the bracket here at Andy B's. Actually, we would start at Andy B's. We were looking at possibly moving it around, depending on what the lineage would be for each house, that sort of thing, and if it made sense. We'd move it around different houses. That way, we'd give the guys that don't want to bowl at Andy B's a chance to bowl somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I went blank. We would keep track of rankings based off of your win-loss total on matches and your average. And those rankings would determine who would be. So after so we do a weekly payout, and then we would do a every 10 or 16 week payout, and that would be the top 8 in points, or top 8 in the rankings would get put in their own bracket, and then if anybody else wanted to do it that week, we would put them in a different bracket, and it'd be a special payout for the top 8 in rankings. We could still have the title belts. We would have the winner of this week's bracket bowls the winner of last week's bracket. The winner of last week's bracket would be the one with the belt. We'd still have the commissioner's belt. That would be one where I would set up a match before we pulled names out of the hat for the bracket, and I would put it in a certain spot. We could have, since we have two sides of a bracket, we would have a blue side and a black side. We could still have those champs and still have those belts. I mean, we could work in the belts. The belts would still be relevant. Tags would be harder to keep track of, but we could possibly make that relevant too. I'd have to do more digging into it to see how that would work, but we wouldn't want to go too complex with it. But yeah, it would be a weekly heads-up competition. You wouldn't have to worry about monthly dues because you'd have a weekly entry fee basically.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have to worry about rules because you come in, you bowl, that's it. There's no the monthly thing, makes it to where we have to have rules because you're doing the challenges, that kind of thing. We would be setting it all up, so we wouldn't have to worry about people being unfair with other people, stuff like that. And also, it's all right there together so that I can film it and we can make shows out of it for the YouTube channel and everything else. It wouldn't be hard for me to film it. Right now, It's kind of hard for me to film it because I have a job that requires pretty good amount of hours. I mean, I'm here, so it's not a big deal, but it's harder for me I have to set it up with the other two guys. So that's 3 people having to set up a time together, and that that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do. And this way, we could actually, you and me could even set up a broadcasting booth out there with the podcast set up and do it all live. We do it all live on Facebook and YouTube, and have a live weekly show with the bracket, and have a couple cameras set up, filming all the matches and everything else.
Society bowling tour.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But everybody seems to kind of shot that down. I might redo the poll now that we're talking about it in the podcast and I've explained exactly what it would be. I might put that poll back out one more time just to see if it changes anything. I know I didn't explain it very well in the poll, so people tend to shoot stuff down when you don't give them all the information. So I'll probably do that later this week. Make one last run at it before I start overdoing the rules, because once I start overhauling the rules, I'm going to go through and nitpick everything, because it's been nitpicked this last month, and it's getting to where it's not what I started this for. I didn't start this to play a game. I didn't start this for strategy. I started this for heads-up bowling. Heads-up scratch bowling. Mono, e-mono, no extras, no handicap, nothing like that.
Basic.
Yeah. And with that being said, I'm done with my rant.
Yeah.
Man, not much going on since we shut down.
I thought of something.
Yes.
Jerseys.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I have not had the time to put that order in. I will get it in within the next couple days. I got to get with Russ Word. He's my connection with High Five. So
it's still time. Is there?
I mean, technically, I said I was cutting it off. I can let's see what today's Sunday, right?
Yep.
Let's
Sunday
let's
the 25th.
let's give it to Thursday. So I bowl with Russ on Thursday, so I can get him all the information by then. So if you have not gotten a jersey yet, or have not signed up to get a jersey yet, message me on Facebook. I'll have a few questions for you, like what size, and if you want a ball company on there, that sort of thing, and we'll get you set up. Money for those are not due when I order them because I'm just going to pay it all out of my account and take money in. So
What would they be looking at spending with that logo and all that?
the original price with no ball logo and your name on the back comes with it. So for the jersey, it's $45. If you go over an XL in size, it is $2 per size bigger than an XL. If you want your favorite ball company logo on it, it's an extra $10. You can get them with long sleeves. I don't remember what the price is on that because nobody's done it yet.
Who would?
Right? I couldn't bowl in long sleeves.
Yeah, I mean, unless somebody's just cold a lot when they bowl, but that's not normally bowlers get hot.
Yeah. I think what other options. There's two different designs. There's the solid one with the blue sleeves, and then there's the one with the designs on it. I've only sold like 3 of the solid ones, 3 or 4 of the solid ones, and most of the people that get the solid ones also got a designed one too. Just wanted one of each. So, but
I just wanted the black one.
yeah. So if you guys
Shocker.
if you guys get with me on that, I can I'm taking money for them at any time. I will not give you the jersey until I have payment though. So once we get them in, it'll be 4 to 6 weeks once I order it. And once we get them in, then I will expect payment, or you will not be getting it. And if I do not get payment and it's got your name on it, I'm going to come after you.
Yep.
So I am kind until you irritate me, and then I'm not kind anymore. So
I don't want to ever get to that point.
not very many people have. I don't. It doesn't happen very often. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So, we have anything going on? Oh, I just wanted to say too, if you guys are looking for competition and you are still wanting to get out there and bowl on Friday nights during GTO, they are having the ROC Alibi.
6 more weeks left.
Yeah, it is. It's on the GTO oil pattern. It's at BA every Friday night, 6:30. It's $40 a person. What is it? 4 games. Throw out your worst. Top 3 games. Set your total score.
And there's been some good scores too. I heard.
Oh yeah, it's high scoring. High scoring. So yeah, there's a little bit of handicap in there. I'm not a fan of handicap, but that's just me. So you know how I am.
Mm-hmm. Don't blame you.
Yeah. That was the reason I started the club, was because I'm not a fan of handicap.
Well, I mean, really, I can't think of any tournaments that are just scratch. So yeah, I mean this and what nationals? I mean
Scratch Masters.
Scratch Masters.
That's the only one I can think of.
But yeah, that's a welcome addition. To society. So.
I'm hearing that Munster Bowl next year, they're thinking about splitting it up and having a scratch and then a handicap.
Yep, I mean we doubled the entries this past Monster Ball, and so that only way is up. I double it again, we're going to have over 60. So, yeah, and it was.
I like the idea of having 2 separate divisions, but them bowling together. I don't know if that's the way you guys are going to do it, but
yeah,
I like the idea of having if the guys want to bowl scratch and handicap, they can sign up for both. But if not,
And that was a good, fair, tough shot, I thought.
Yeah, I didn't bowl. I don't know.
But it was. I mean,
I'm not a bowler. I don't bowl.
Tanner, Mr. Team Black Captain, he had a hell of a weekend between that tournament and another one over there at was it the Baker Doubles? Over there at
the
Broken Arrow, he finished second in both.
ROC Alibi? Not Alibi. It was the
with Sam Mulligan?
Baker Doubles
Yeah.
tournament. Yeah.
And as I said, this is just so cool. I mean, literally tournaments, multiple ones every weekend. People, pick and choose what you want to do between, GTO, you can't bowl that multiple times, but then, the sweeper, and then there's a Muskogee tournament's been going on, some at Sheridan, and then, just really awesome to see. There's a lot of choices in this region for everybody.
Yeah. I do want to mention, too, with the holidays coming up, November, we're not going to take a break. We're not going to, since we're taking a break now, we're not going to, we're going to push it to the end of the month. So, I mean, if you're going out of town or anything like that, you need to let me know or post it on the club page so that everybody knows they can't challenge you or whatever. At the end of the month, though, the last 5 or 10 days, depending on how I do the rules, it's not going to matter. I know that with Thanksgiving coming up, it's always at the end of the month, but it's not fair if you're going to hold on to a tag for 5 or 10 days at the end of the month and not allow people to go for it if it's one that is being paid out.
Well, and there's a Friday the 13th next month.
Is there?
Yeah.
Right on.
Actually, the next couple of years, there's very few of them, like one each year max. So I'm all sad.
This
Enjoy
year,
'em while I got 'em.
this year would be the year to have a bunch of them, wouldn't it?
Actually, what has it been in 2020? I think there's been a total of 2.
Oh, is there?
Occasionally get but the next couple of years it's like just one each year. But you're right. I mean, you'd think that it would be every month. Wait, everyone's. I like noticing now a lot of countdowns to when 2020 is over. So.
Yeah, until 2021 says hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main 2021 can't get worse. So hopefully not.
Hopefully not. I guess it all depends on what happens with the virus and all that stuff that's going on around lately.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know. I mean, it's in the bowling community right now. It's not doing it's not doing good.
Mostly the Tulsa area. That's
that's
the reason we shut down. I mean, we're having issues with.
It's affecting leagues as well. This
Classic Travelers shut down for 2 weeks, right?
So I mean, so as I said, just everybody be careful, be safe.
Yeah, and this gives me a chance. I like it because it gives me a chance to overhaul everything, get it to the way it should be.
The break.
Yeah. Gives me a chance to straighten everything up so we can't have people hauling around through there to.
And you know how I've always praised you on all the hard work you do on this, so you deserve a break.
Yeah, it's not really a break because I'm going to be working on the rules and stuff. So.
Well.
I mean,
a break to be able to do it.
Yeah, I can work on it on my own time, stuff like that. It's not going to be like every night I have to work on it type of thing.
Yeah.
So that'll be all right with me. And I do apologize for anybody that does not like this whole push everything from October to November. That's the fairest way I thought for everybody that we could do it. I didn't feel that paying out now would be fair to everybody because you would not get a full month to compete. I would rather have more than a month to compete than to not have a full month to compete. Now, if it was at the beginning of the month, so in December we're thinking about shutting it down the week from Christmas. The week that's in between Christmas and New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about shutting it down then. Now, if that happens, I will announce it before December starts. The month starts, so that we will do payouts before all that happens. So that one will be justified because I will be able to announce it before the month starts.
Mm-hmm.
This one I wasn't able to because I didn't know it was going to happen. So therefore, or I didn't expect it to happen. So therefore, that's why we're pushing it to November instead of cutting it short. It wouldn't be fair to people that's paying for a full month if they're not getting a full month and they don't know about it before they pay. Type of thing. So yeah, that's why we're pushing it. I had a few guys that were irritated about that, but hey man, just work with me. Just means a little more competition you have to go through before you get that check. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't it the more most everybody, a majority was supportive of it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Which a lot of the decisions I make, most people are okay with it. Mainly because they don't want to be in my position, so they're okay with running with it.
Yeah. Here, here.
I feel like a lot of the praise I get is just because they don't want to be doing it, so they'd rather, yeah, you're doing a good job, buddy. Keep doing it, you know. But you know, it is what it is.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
I know you do.
I like doing it.
The idea, man.
I like putting matchups together. That's what I like about it. That's why I like the idea of the bracket because
Mm-hmm.
you know I like to see those matchups and those matchups you wouldn't see normally.
Right.
When you have people doing their own challenges, they tend to stick to the same people, challenging the same people over and over and over again. I've seen a lot of that, and
We had like the Team Black that can challenge up. Was there any Team Blues, or was I the only
No.
one out of everybody? Wow, geez.
you know, as far as I know from what stats that I have,
Okay.
nobody's able to challenge up.
Let us know.
Yeah, and that's another thing I like about the bracket thing is you're not going to have like a stalling of one position. You know, some guy. So, you know, say I'm in number 5 spot and I don't really want to move around until the end of the month when I'm trying to make money. You know, I'm going to try to lay low. Well, you can't have that if you're in a bracket. You know, if you sign up for it each week and you're there each week, you're going to bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It won't be this. You know, I defended my spot 20 times this month and then 5 the next month because I was trying to stay low and no one really wanted to challenge me. I like the idea of you're gonna get pushed into it in the bracket, you know, especially if you know it. Another thing too with that is if you don't want to compete that week, say you want to take a week off, you can take a week off. You don't have to worry about coming in. You don't have to worry about paying for it, you know, that kind of thing. Now, if you want to keep up with the points and try to get in that top 8, you might want to be there every week, but you don't have to be there every week because there's going to be a payout each week. So if you want to bowl one week and then not bowl again, you can do that. I like that flexibility with that. I know a lot of people are doing this for practice and they would like the monthly thing, and I understand that. But you know, if it was me, I'd rather just do a weekly thing, and that way I wouldn't have to keep up with it every day of the week.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
You could have one day where we set up the brackets, do the podcast, get it all set up, and then one day where we bowl, and then at the end of the night I'll fix the records and the averages and stuff like that, and keep up with that, and then I'm done with it till the next week.
Yep.
You know.
Ideas.
Yeah. And, so I'll put that poll out one more time just to see, you know, what all's happening. So hopefully everybody's listening into our podcast this week.
Yeah, well, it'll be up for you. Get it up quick.
Yeah, it'll be up, you know, within an hour after we're done, usually. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Chuck?
I think that's pretty good. We kind of wanted to do just a short one while
just make sure
we're kind
everybody
of
knew
shut
what was
down.
going on.
And, you know, it's been a while, so and then we'll be. I guess when we start back up, bring in the guest. So
yeah. I might run. We might do a podcast next week if I have some of the rules put together and just kind of give a preview of what we're looking at,
that's
or preview of the ideas that I have that I'm looking at. Maybe not the rules exactly, because once I create them, I still have to have the committee go through them and make sure that I'm not being too crazy. You know, it's not just me running this. There's 2 other guys that are working with me on it, and they will be hopefully they'll be taking more of the responsibility for it too, so that I'm not doing everything. I'm going to try to work it to where we can all work together and run this efficiently. With that being said, I don't think there's really anything else we have to talk about, do we?
Yep. I think we're good.
All right. Well,
yeah, for this, well, what number is this? Like number 6
number
or 7?
8.
8? Gosh, done a lot of them now.
Yeah. Actually, technically 9 because we did 2 with AJ.
Yes, and they're both posted.
Yeah. Yeah, both are posted on the YouTube channel. I'm going to leave you guys with a little video clip, kind of a Halloween thing. And then after that, we'll wrap it up. We'll talk to you guys probably next week. Hopefully, cross your fingers. As long as nothing's going on, we can get one done.
Be safe, everyone.
Yes, be safe.